Side funeral home. Dozens of families still waiting for answers.
Right now, rescuers are looking for survivors after Colombia's deadly earthquake. Here in Chicago, families are trying to reach loved ones.
Plus, Tracy says hold on to your hats. Later this morning, powerful storms could race through with damaging wind, flooding, even hail. It's an AccuWeather alert day this Tuesday, August 11th.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts now.
Thanks for joining us on ABC7Chicago.com, Disney Plus, and wherever you stream ABC7. I'm Val Warner.
And I'm Rob Hughes. And for Terrell this morning, we start with the check of the forecast. It is an AccuWeather alert right now. We're looking live outside. Calm now here from Navy Pier, looking back at our skyline, though that is expected to change. Tracy?
Yeah, you can almost kind of sense it. I mean, you get out there this morning, it's very humid. Once again, it's an atmosphere that is just prime for torrential rain, as well as very unstable, which means we could have severe weather. So we're looking at storms returning mid to late morning, first half of the afternoon. And I think the main severe weather element will be that potential for powerful wind gusts. Things are pretty quiet around the area right now. I'm watching a couple little blips on the radar, maybe a couple little isolated weak showers. But as our future radar depicts, it's looking as though the middle and latter part of these morning hours come in, bringing some of these hefty storms. Currently 75 at O'Hare, 75 at Midway, 72 right now at the lakefront. Full forecast ahead. Stephanie?
Tracy, right now, it sounds like crews just cleared this crash in Lake Forest, US 41 and Wesley Road, but we're still dealing with residual delays. So in case you take this route to work, definitely give yourself still some extra time heading out the door. In suburban Bensonville, another new crash here, Church Road and 2nd Avenue. So heads up, expect crews to be in that area. Taking a look across the board, roughly 30 minutes is what we're tracking to get into downtown right now on our inbound expressways. Our expressways clear of any crashes. Back to you.
Okay, Stephanie, thank you. Breaking news overnight. 2 men are seriously hurt after a shooting on Chicago's near North Side. Police say the men, both in their 30s, got into a fight before shots were fired. A large police response followed just after 11:30 last night near Chicago and Dearborn. A person of interest is in custody. Charges are pending.
This morning, there are still questions about a shooting inside a Chicago elementary school. It happened yesterday afternoon at Mark Twain Elementary on the southwest side. Police say a man and a woman, both school custodians, were found shot in the head. The principal says no students were inside at the time. Police have not said what led up to the shooting.
And this morning, 11 families now have some answers. Many others are still waiting.
The identification process continues following an investigation into South Chicago Chapel. Evelyn Holmes live at the very latest this morning as families wait for closure.
Absolutely. All the families can do at this moment is really just wait as the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office continues to try to identify remains that were found here. We're told by that office that they have identified at least 11 of the 56 remains that were here. Now, no criminal charges have been filed against Clark and Johanna Morgan, the couple operating the South Chicago Chapel, as the investigation into the Southeast Side funeral home continues. Now, dozens of improperly stored bodies in various states of decomposition were removed from the chapel on Friday after they were discovered the evening before. More than 50 cremated remains were also found at the funeral home. Families who use the funeral home are sharing stories of heartbreak, anger, and frustration. Anaya Mays tells us her family had planned to have her dad cremated at the South Chicago Chapel after he died back in June. Now, as relatives wait to receive his remains, she's calling what happened there cruel and inhumane.
We just received the call last week that his ashes were ready, which that was quite some time. That was the end of July that we got this call. So that part of it is like, why did it take so long?
Now, ABC7 has reached out to the funeral home for a response, but has not heard back. This as the Cook County Medical Examiner continues to try to not only reunite family members with the remains of their loved ones, but also helping them with the disposition of those remains. They are also providing cremation services to families at no cost who may choose that option. They're also set up part of their website for families involved with this to to be able to reach out to them to get additional information and resources as well. Reporting live from Chicago's southeast side, Evelyn Holmes, ABC7 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
And Evelyn, Governor J.B. Pritzker also weighing in. He says state agencies acted quickly after learning about the conditions at that Southside funeral home.
Look, this shouldn't happen. And what does happen now is enforcement, right? And you've seen that. It happened in a timely fashion. I've seen the TikTok on it, and they did it exactly within the time period that they should have done it.
Pritzker says the agencies involved appear to have followed state law. He called the people behind the funeral home and a previously closed crematory, quote, really bad actors. More breaking news from overnight. One man is dead and another is hurt after a shooting in Greater Grand Crossing. It happened late last night near 73rd and Indiana. Police say 2 men opened fire on the victims. No arrests have been made.
Right now, rescuers are still searching for survivors after Colombia's deadly 7.4 magnitude earthquake. At least 132 people are dead and hundreds more are hurt. Here in Chicago, families are checking on loved ones and hearing stories of fear as aftershocks remain a concern.
There's a lot of people scared. There's a lot of people not wanting to go back to their houses because they're afraid that something might happen again. So the people in Colombia right now, they're pretty afraid because this was a big earthquake.
Family members tell us their loved ones are safe, but he is asking people to keep Colombia in their thoughts as rescue crews continue searching for survivors. A decoy plane, a catering truck, and a secret flight. New reporting reveals that the extraordinary steps used to protect President Trump from a reported Iranian threat. ABC's Karen Wah has the details.
Yeah, good morning, Val. There was already some confusion last month when President Trump got on his flight back from Turkey. But now the Washington Post has learned that there was an assassination threat from Iran that prompted this secret change in planes. There was already some confusion last month over which aircraft the president would take from Turkey. Now, the Washington Post learned there was an assassination threat from Iran that prompted this secret change in planes. This morning, stunning details about an elaborate deception to protect President Trump from an Iranian threat. The Washington Post reports when the president departed the NATO summit in Turkey last month, the plane that the world watched him board took off without him.
It was a deft and smart national security decision.
According to the Washington Post, Trump boarded the older Air Force One in front of the cameras, waving from the stairs, and then slipped out a door on the other side of the plane into an airport catering truck, which then drove him to a smaller military jet. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth reportedly flew with him, boarding separately to make the flight look routine. The New York Times, citing a senior U.S. official, confirmed the operation. It all came after a credible Iranian threat against the president, which he spoke about during the summit.
They want to take out the U.S. leader, me. I'm on every list.
The ruse was so complete, reporters on Air Force One had no idea the president was not on board. They were ordered to keep the window shades closed, and the plane's tracking systems were switched off.
And it really goes to the secret in the Secret Service, which is often when it does its best work.
That was Karen Wah reporting. In response to the Post story, the White House said there are many enemies of America at their sights on the president. We use every tool at our disposal to address those threats. Meanwhile, more products containing jalapenos are being pulled from store shelves. Taylor Farms recalling prepared foods, including salsa and cheese dip. Health officials traced a salmonella outbreak to one of its jalapeno suppliers. Taylor Farms lettuce was also linked to a separate cyclosporiasis outbreak. An infectious disease specialist says buying produce from smaller growers may help reduce your risk.
If you want to try shopping at a local farm or farmer's market, you're going to be less affected by this national outbreak, that's for sure.
Dr. Ahmed says more foodborne illnesses are also being detected now because testing has improved. A major shakeup to childhood vaccines is drawing sharp criticism from medical experts. President Trump issuing an executive order recommending vaccines for 11 diseases, down from the CDC's previous 18. The plan also calls for separating the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine into individual shots. The American Academy of Pediatrics is calling the changes dangerous. States would still have the final say on required childhood vaccines.
Chicago has a new chief financial officer. Mayor Brandon Johnson is appointing Ashley Gabrish, who most recently worked for Fitch Ratings. She takes over after acting CFO Stephen Marr spent just a few months in the role. The change comes as Budget Director Annette Guzman also prepares to leave City Hall to care for an aging parent.
Mariano's is holding a hiring event today at all of its stores. Full and part-time jobs are available. Interested applicants can interview in person from 2 to 7 tonight at any Mariano's location.
We have some good news for people still looking to enjoy a little bit of summer. The Chicago Park District is extending the outdoor pool season at select locations across the city. 20 neighborhood pools will remain open through Labor Day, along with all 23 swimming beaches. Some pools do close starting this Friday as people transition back to school.
Friday Flyover is getting ready to soar again. ABC7 will visit 5 Chicago area high schools this fall, putting their school spirit front and center. You can scan the QR code on your screen or head to the ABC7 News app or website to tell us which school should make the list. But hurry, the nominations close Friday.
Lots of school spirit out there. Can't wait to get back to those kiddos. All right, it's shaping up to be a heavenly night on the South Side.
Sure is. White Sox take on the Reds tonight in a game honoring Chicago native and Sox fan Pope Leo. Every fan will get the much anticipated Pope hat. First announced as a promotion weeks ago. There'll also be some other special touches as well. Students from Our Lady of Mount Carmel Academy, who held the mock enclave before the Pope's installation, will join members of the White Sox starting lineup for an on-field recognition.
And then longtime Sox organist Nancy Faust will be back at the ballpark, providing the soundtrack for the celebration. There are plenty of other highlights planned throughout the night, so peace be with you. And pack your patience and play ball. Oh my goodness. So
had you seen it?
Yes. Quite heavenly. Even on Rob Hughes.
I've been even on Rob Hughes. What are we saying here, Val? Jeez.
Oh my God. How do you feel? Can you grant me some grace?
Granted. Grace granted.
Thank
Val.
you.
I got you. The Sox pregame is also getting a little papal power today. Coming up, meet the Chicago band bringing the music to the ballpark.
Okay, how about this? What's for lunch? That question really adds up. The school year meal routine costing parents hundreds of hours.
But first, Tracy has your ABC7 AccuWeather alert forecast next.
Thank you.
We gotta lick our rocks.
Good morning to you. AccuWeather alert in effect for us here today, and primarily for storms that are going to begin mid to late morning. So anytime after 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning. And, you know, I just extended that time 2 to 3 o'clock this afternoon. I still think there could be some storms in the area pushing south, pushing eastward. Things are quiet right now, but let's take a gander at what's going on out in Iowa. And this line of storms has prompted numerous severe thunderstorm warnings, as you can see, producing some large hail and damaging winds. I mean, you see all these severe thunderstorm warnings that are active of back in Iowa, and I wouldn't be shocked if we end up with that sort of scenario here later this morning. An enhanced risk of numerous severe storms expected in the area here today. Whether you're under a level 2 or 3 risk for severe weather today, just know we are all anticipating some element of storms coming our way. Here's our future radar. So this is a model that depicts what it thinks the radar will look like. So we're still waiting for these storms to overspread the area. But this is what I want to point out to you and why I am concerned about the potential for some strong damaging winds. You see how this just continues to bow out? That tells me that there are going to be pushes of very intense wind gusts coming in behind those storms. As we take a look, the wind is going to be the main severe weather element for us here today, these high gusty winds. So right now, while things are calm, I want you to take this time to download our ABC7 app. There's a QR code for you right there. We'll leave it up a little bit. You can scan that. And you can get alerts on your phone. Set it up to have that, as well as make sure your phone is activated with the National Weather Service too, to get those alerts. I always stress, have multiple ways to receive any weather alerts when they are issued, and I think they will be issued for our area today. Stephanie?
Yeah, very, very useful app there, Tracy. Right now, a couple crashes to tell folks about. Starting in Indiana, westbound 80-94. We have a crash between Burr Street and Klein Avenue. Involves 2 semi-trucks. Sounds like they're off on the shoulder, though. Not seeing a huge delay through this area. Over on the Illinois side of things, another crash eastbound I-88, the exit ramp to southbound Tri-State, and we are seeing some delays as you're approaching that exit ramp there, so give yourself a little extra time moving through this area. Then taking a look at our expressway, still roughly 30, maybe 35 minutes to get into downtown. The Kennedy, we have delays both on the inbound and outbound side to get out to O'Hare. So just, again, give yourself some extra time in case you're catching a flight this morning. Now, over to this.
Take me out. How about to the south side? The Shytown Popes are headed to the Rate Field today, performing before the White Sox game for Pope Hat Day. What a day this will be. And 2 members of the band joining us live this morning. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. So good morning to Monica Phillip and Richard Woody Lewis. Monica, how did this Sox opportunity game come about tonight?
Actually, we got contacted by the White Sox to play. Woody had, maybe put a little line out there for us, but we definitely got through just because of our name.
Yeah, and we should talk about that name.
It's a fitting night to have the Shytown Popes perform.
Right.
If there is any night. And Woody, just want to get a little bit of a sense for how the Shytown Popes started, because it's only been a little more than a year than we've known. Of course, our local Pope was elected.
Right. Yeah, actually, Monica and I and Brian Dillum, our lead guitarist, had been in a band together for a while. And then the drummer and who's the other person? I guess it's just the drummer. We kind of came together about a year ago, a little less than a year ago, and we're looking for a name, and our drummer actually came up with a Chicago Pope, and that led to Shytown Popes, and we're like, oh, that's perfect. It was like immediate. You're like, all right, that's it.
So did the Archdiocese or anybody have to get on board with you guys calling yourselves the Shytown Popes?
Well, hopefully
not as far as they know.
Find out. We'll get to see some desist here today. Yeah.
Got to keep it clean when that's the name, too.
Right, that part. Right. So how often do you guys get together to practice?
Once a week.
Once a week.
We definitely get together once a week. We work on new material a lot.
Yeah.
But we gig out every weekend.
Gig out every weekend.
Yeah.
So what can people expect tonight at the Rate? What are you going to bring for them?
Oh, yeah. We have some Black Crowes and Heart, Pat Benatar. We even threw in a Taylor Swift song.
Ooh.
So we span a lot of the decades. So it's going to be a really good time.
What's the reception been like? Not just as a band, but I guess unique because of your name.
Oh, I think it's been great. I mean, we've had a lot of people that come for the show, and obviously friends and relatives and things like that. But people have really bought into it, and we we play it up a lot. Our tip jar is actually a collection basket, stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun, and people really enjoy it, and we make sure not to take it too far, at least hopefully not too far.
You feel the pull with the collection basket.
Right.
Tip jar, it's like, I can take it or leave it, but if it's a collection basket, I mean, it's for the good, for the good of the church.
Yeah, sometimes we just take it out, put it right, people just automatically, without thinking about it.
That's awesome. I
just
love
like
that
church.
touch. Right. That's good stuff.
So you guys have to be so excited, though. I mean, you play all the time, you gig out every weekend, but to be playing in front of these Sox fans at the rate tonight has to be pretty special, Woody.
It really is. It's a lot of fun, and we've heard about this Gate 4 experience where they do have bands, I think, on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And so just to have those folks coming in and knowing that they're going to see us, hear us, and stuff is really.
This is your first time doing it, right?
It is. Yes.
Awesome.
Hey, Woody, I gotta ask you. You put this on. I already did it all morning long.
Yeah, get a feel for it now.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
This is going to be you later today.
This goes in the back, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
As far as I know. I can't say for certain myself. There we go. I got somebody else roped into it. Woody, thanks for being a good sport.
Looks pretty good on you.
I think so too.
I think so too.
We're going to take a quick break. Shout out to the Shytown Popes. Have the best time tonight. We'll be right back with more.
Eyewitness News, streaming at 7, continues after a break. Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It is 7:23. I'm Tanya Babich. Some progress is being made identifying bodies found in a Southeast Side funeral home. Cook County officials say 11 of 56 decomposing remains have been positively ID'd, but it could take days to identify the rest of the bodies. Governor J.B. Pritzker says state agencies acted quickly and appropriately when they first learned of the conditions at the facility. The license for South Chicago Chapel has been suspended. It is an AccuWeather alert day. Let's get the latest update from Tracy.
And good morning, everybody. And as we do take a look, get ready. Storms are going to make a comeback into the area here this morning, anywhere between about 9 o'clock this morning and 2 or 3 this afternoon. And very shortly, it is looking as though we may find ourselves with a severe thunderstorm watch in our area. So it looks like that is getting issued right now by the Storm Prediction Center, a severe thunderstorm watch in effect as these storms back in Iowa are holding together, producing flash flooding and some intense wind gusts too. So just be prepared. This is coming our way. Stephanie, coming your way after this.
It's starting the day with hope, knowing you're in the right place, having access to advanced treatments and the most experienced cancer experts. When you're facing cancer, it's not just one thing that makes the difference. It's everything. The big, the small, the unexpected that helps you keep moving forward. Advocate Healthcare. Cancer care that makes the difference.
Good morning, everyone. Couple crashes to tell you about starting in Indiana here. Westbound 8094. We have a crash between Burr Street and Klein Avenue involving two semi-trucks. Sounds like they're off on the shoulder, though, so not blocking a lane of traffic. Over in Indiana, another crash eastbound I-88, the exit ramp to southbound Tri-State. And we are seeing some delay as you approach that exit ramp, so heads up there. Expect that ramp to be partially blocked. Taking a look at our interior expressways, roughly 30 minutes to get into downtown right now, the Ike and the Stevenson, the Kennedy much higher, 35 minutes in, 40 minutes out.
Welcome back, everybody. Time now 7:27. We're under an AccuWeather alert day. Severe storm watch. So Tracy will be back soon with more updates on when we can see the potential of storms throughout the day.
Yeah, looks calm there now. We know that will change. Tracy's keeping an eye on it for us. We have some headlines to get to as well. The Oak Brook Village Board meets tonight, set to vote on a huge Amazon store complex. A series of ordinances need to be approved to clear the way for construction. The new Amazon Center would include a grocery and a retail store at Butterfield and Myers Roads. Oak Brook is estimated to bring in up to $4 million in tax revenue from the store.
Former President Obama has a new podcast that debuts next month. He plans to focus on books that have influenced him in his life. It's a 6-episode podcast with special guests joining him to discuss books including The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin and Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison and others.
The Powerball jackpot inching closer to $1 billion. No one matched all the numbers last night. The jackpot now stands at an estimated $975 million, the 8th largest in Powerball history. No one has hit the jackpot in more than 3 months now. The next drawing is tomorrow night.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Only.
It's fun to think about.
It's fun to dream.
But then you're like, well, it's not going to be me. So.
Back to reality. All right, coming up this morning, still streaming at 7, your kid's lunchbox may be eating up more than groceries. How much time parents spend keeping it packed?
Your safest move today may be changing your midday plans. Tracy's timing the track and the timing of this severe weather we're expecting ahead.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Tuesday, August 11th. Beautiful shot of our city right now from Navy Pier, of course. Looks calm and quiet right now, but we are watching the potential for thunderstorms, Tracy.
Yeah, and this was just issued right when we were on the air just a little bit ago, a severe thunderstorm watch. It covers the whole entire Chicago area. It's in effect until 2 o'clock this afternoon. I am particularly concerned about the potential for some strong winds. I am talking wind gusts greater than 70 miles per hour that could race into the area along with these storms. You see a ton of lightning back in eastern Iowa, and in eastern Iowa there is one county under a little tornado warning there too. But all in all, No winter alerts. I don't even know why that popped up there. We don't need that in the mix, but the future radar does depict that these thunderstorms are going to get going here mid to late morning. When I say mid morning, I'm talking 8:39ish, and then after that, late morning as we bump up to the noon hour. But what's particularly concerning to me is you see where that line is from Lake Geneva, and then it extends kind of down toward DeKalb. You see how kind of that's bowing out. Think of like a bow and arrow, if you will, and you see how it's still bowing as it comes through the city. Well, that is something that tells us there will be very powerful winds behind this system. You know, I know a lot of us think, oh, well, tornado, but you can have some significant damage with powerful straight line winds as well. So these are things that we're going to be watching through the morning, but it's still warm. It's really humid. So there's a lot of instability, a lot of moisture to feed into any storms that could be very prolific rainfall producers. Stephanie.
Yeah, we're really in the bracing for impact stage right now, Tracy. On the roads, though, good news here. Sounds like they just cleared this crash. Eastbound I-88, the exit ramp to southbound Tri-State, just dealing with some residual delays for the morning commute. New crash, though, in Lake Villa, Grass Lake Road, and Eagle Way. So heads up in case you live or work in that area. Then taking a look across the board, roughly 30 minutes on the inbound Eisenhower and Stevenson, 35 inbound on the Kennedy right now, and 40 minutes out to O'Hare.
Okay, oopsies. That would be my equipment. Oopsies.
Oh,
no. Okay, so now to today's talker.
This is why we can't have nice things back.
This was your microphone.
I'm just throwing it around. Thank you, Rob. What a gentleman.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Rob for hanging out with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Here early, short notice.
You can join anytime.
Right? I think you like it.
I like the hours.
Yeah.
I get a little bit of time to myself after work today.
Before the kiddos.
I shouldn't even say that because the kids aren't in school yet, so I'll just go right home to the kids.
Yeah, but you can count
Theoretically,
back to school's coming.
It is coming next
Very
Thursday.
soon.
Yeah.
Okay. And this story could be for you.
Yes.
Speaking of back to school season, it could mean more time in the kitchen for some parents. So a new report finds that parents spend 432 hours on meals during the 36-week school year. That's about 3 hours planning, 3 hours grocery shopping, and then 2 hours packing the lunches, and 4 hours cooking each week. The biggest challenges, keeping lunches interesting, very true, finding foods that kids will eat, and cutting down on waste. Ooh, does 12 hours a week really sound high, or does it sound about right?
That's got to be high, right? 2 hours packing lunches
over the
week?
Well, think about it. 5 days. There's 5 school days, right?
We need to be a little more efficient.
30
if
minutes
we're taking
a day?
2 hours to pack lunch over the course of the week.
25 minutes a day?
So yeah, 25 minutes. No, I'm doing it in definitely 10 or less for 2.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are you packing for the kiddos?
My kids make it easy because they're so picky. It's the same thing every day. There's an applesauce pouch. There's a peanut butter sandwich. I don't even like jelly. Whatever.
They don't like jelly?
Yeah, what I say, string cheese, yogurt smoothies. The longest thing is the fresh fruit. You know, maybe cutting up some strawberries.
For sure.
Yeah.
I took a cheese sandwich to school every day for 12 years.
Just a cheese day.
When you know what you like, it's
Except on pizza day, I ate at school.
Wait, so no
turkey,
no condiments on that. Just the cheese. The sandwich wasn't dry.
What kind of cheese? Are we just like an American
Land
cheese?
O'Lakes
slice?
Yellow American.
Okay.
Land O'Lakes.
But it wasn't dry?
No.
The bread and the cheese. Was it warm?
No.
That is so funny.
Have you since expanded your tastes?
Not much.
No.
So if we see Tracy with the cheese sandwich in the morning, we'll know why. It's
She always
a
eats
habit
apple
that started
plain.
long ago.
I always ask her, I'm like, where's your peanut butter? She's like, just an apple. I'm
Just
like,
an
okay.
apple. Yeah, I do like a plain.
I mean, I like it with peanut butter. That's just where you
I
can
need
get
to
in
have
trouble.
almond butter or something.
You have almond butter with your apple?
I have to.
Okay.
Really?
Wow.
Now, I will say I am out of the packing lunch
phase of life.
Yes, world. Thank God. Okay. Because that and cooking meals and dinners was probably the most angst I had in parenting because not that my kids were picky, but I just felt like I made the same. And they made fun of me growing up that we're going to have the same 5 things every day. So the rotation was grilled chicken, or baked chicken,
well, at least you're going
thighs, broccoli and a potato, or it was spaghetti, or it was, dang, the rotation might have been 2.
Would they warm that up at school, though?
No, I'm skipping over to dinner. School.
Oh, okay. I was like, how would you eat that?
It got, thank God Max had off-campus lunch.
Yeah, that's
so my account took a hit because every day it was
Chipotle.
Yeah. That rotation was Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Panda Express.
Well, it gets worse when they're in
Cinnabon.
college on that account.
Well, thank goodness the whole SEC is paying for it.
There you
Yeah,
go.
because Mama's saving a little money right now. But yeah, it was always so hard to come up with lunches.
But when you were growing up, like in my house, it was like Meatloaf Monday, Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
Taco
We like the
Tuesday.
alliteration.
Wednesday was pot roast.
Ooh,
like
that
it was the
sounds
same thing
good.
every day.
Really?
Yeah, routine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does take the thinking and the guesswork out of stuff.
Yeah.
I think the current demands on our time in today's day and age make it a little tough for dinner too. I mean, my kids are 5 and 7. They're already doing cheerleading and football, and it's from 5:30 to 6:30. But then they go to bed at 8. So where do we squeeze dinner in? So it's just, I feel like
Are you eating on the go?
We're all eating on the go, and who knows what time I get home.
Times.
So
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well.
check this out. It turns out that living large can come with some large regrets. Reddit users shared the luxuries they say did not live up to the hype. The list includes hot tubs, first-class flights, bottle service, designer clothes and handbags, boats, pro sporting events, Michelin star restaurants, VIP festival sections, and in-ground pools. And perhaps the ultimate luxury letdown? Fame itself, because of apparently the scrutiny and pressure that come with it. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Which one on
Somewhat
this?
true, but
what do you feel on this list? What do you agree with?
that doesn't live up to the hype. I like going to a sporting
Me
sporting
too.
event.
Yes.
I think they're fun. When we went to the WNBA game, All-Star game, it was so fun. In fact, it was more fun than the NBA All-Star game.
Wow.
Yeah, those girls and the production of it, and it just felt like really community.
Yeah, a little more intimate, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, not quite the same level of stay away from the floor.
Thank you, because you saw the floor afterwards. Everybody in the United Center was on the floor.
Yeah.
And so were the players.
Yeah,
Taking
the
pictures with
players make
fans.
themselves more
Yeah.
accessible too.
Yeah.
In the WNBA.
It was fun. I like a good
I
sport.
agree with
and
that.
you like a good Michelin meal.
So you knew that was my thing. I'll go to any
Right?
restaurant.
Yeah, that doesn't look
And that's worth it?
either.
Oh yeah. I'm such a foodie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Me
do
too.
like a good handbag.
You know, one that I didn't
We know
agree
you
with?
do.
I don't do this a whole lot, but I have before, is a first class flight. First class flight is nice.
So that's not a letdown.
That is not a letdown.
I mean, you haven't experienced it.
Huh?
Have you experienced
No,
it?
he said he
Yeah,
did
just
it.
just a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Usually like points upgrades and stuff.
Well, when you're going international, it makes a difference.
Yeah, it's also 7 times the price when you fly
Yes.
international.
Yes.
So
Only one
get that
time.
status on whatever your airline
Yep.
is.
I think only one time I flew first class, and it wasn't because I did anything. It just,
Yeah.
the flight attendant was generous.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, hey, you guys want to sit up here? And I'm like,
I like the extra
yeah.
space.
Treatment is nicer. Yeah.
Yeah, they have real glass cups.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That did it for you?
It's the little things, Rob.
Yeah. Not
Look
plastic.
at these
Little
glasses!
and
water.
champagne. Yeah, I like that. All right, 7-Up is turning up the lime. The soda is changing its recipe for the first time in 15 years with more lime-forward flavors. It's also getting refreshed packaging. Do we like it? So the parent company, this is Keurig. Yeah, Dr. Pepper says that the makeover is aimed at younger consumers, with research showing that 72% of Gen Z and Gen Alpha drinkers, who are they, prefer citrus-forward flavors. Really? I don't know a teenager that they really care. They think a 7-Up is a 7-Up is a pop.
I didn't know the research was that deep.
Yeah, I think they're thinking too hard.
Generation by generation, 72% like more citrus forward flavor. I don't even know what that means.
I was thinking the same thing.
I agree personally, though.
Just keep it the same.
Oh, you want it more citrus forward?
Yeah. So the only thing I can say is like
It's too sweet?
electrolytes, I prefer lemon lime flavor over any other flavor electrolyte.
Lemon lime generally is.
You know what I
just a
mean?
good
So maybe that's why that's successful.
A good lemon lime margarita never killed nobody either. Yeah. ABC7 Eyewitness News continues streaming out loud. After this break, we're back.
At least not one of them.
Good morning to you. Well, if you're trying to think about your lunch plans for today, just know we're probably going to have storms in the area. Right now, I'm watching just right here, just these little showers starting to pop around Grant Park down in Kankakee County. Nothing really formidable there. But we are now officially under a severe thunderstorm watch until 2 o'clock this afternoon. This is for the potential of this stuff coming our way. Now, these storms have produced some tornado warnings. Haven't had any sort of confirmation of tornadoes back out to the west around Dubuque, but certainly powerful wind gusts coming in with any of those storms. Here's a look at the future radar, and it does depict these showers and storms expanding through the course of the morning here into this afternoon today. And then the storms should diminish as we get into the evening hours. So if you're going to that White Sox game, I don't think you'll have to worry about any storms then. 75 right now at O'Hare, 76 at Midway, 73 at the lakefront. Over the next several hours, gets more and more unstable, and we will see thunderstorms developing here this morning. So around that lunch hour, we are anticipating storms to really be going strong around the Chicago area. Tomorrow morning, now some of the models are suggesting we might still have a couple lingering thunderstorms that refire tomorrow morning, especially south. Still going to be a muggy day here tomorrow. AccuWeather alert in place. Stephanie, just a reminder, we have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 2 o'clock.
All right, Tracy, thank you. Right now, starting off with an issue on Metra UP North Line inbound train 303, which was scheduled to arrive at Kenosha at 7:15, is now stopped near Zion because of a tree on the tracks. Could be weather related, but Metra did just send out a message saying anticipate extensive delays on this line because of this issue. They got to get that tree out of the way. Other than that, on our roads, we have definitely building travel times right now. 30 minutes roughly on the Ike and Stevenson, the Kennedy more like 35 minutes. And then taking a look outside at the Dan Ryan, maybe 25 minutes from 95th into downtown. All of those expressways are clear of any crashes right now. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Steph. On the way, millions watched her every move. Now, the end of an era for a feathered celebrity. That story ahead.
Plus, don't let the quiet fool you. A powerful round of storms could race through the area today.
Millions watched her nest. Now they're mourning its matriarch.
Jackie, the famous Big Bear bald eagle, has died after an illness. ABC's Danny New looks back at her legacy.
This morning, people are remembering the matriarch of perhaps the most famous eagle family in the world. Over the past few years, Jackie, Shadow, and their annually expanding family have attracted millions to the live cameras run by a nonprofit called Friends of Big Bear Valley. But Monday morning, Friends of Big Bear Valley and the Ohio Raptor Center shared that after weeks of undergoing treatment for an illness, Jackie has died at the age of 14.
It's been a tough day. It's been hard for our team. lots of tears, lots of memories.
Late last night, I spoke with Jenny Voisart, a spokesperson for Friends of Big Bear Valley, who says their website nearly crashed yesterday with all the outpouring of love for Jackie. Since early 2025, the birth of eaglets like Sunny and Gizmo has led to a huge wave of attention being brought to Jackie and Shadow's home in California.
I put up some flyers around some different businesses.
So earlier this year, when the Eagles' hunting ground was under threat to be turned into luxury homes by a developer, schools like John Baldwin Elementary started helping to raise the necessary $10 million by July 31st to save that land.
It will never be developed on. And we were only able to do that by the sheer power and love of all the people that watch Jackie and Shadow and care about them.
But Jenny said she can't help but think right now of the founder of the live cam, Sandy Steers, who passed away earlier this year. Sandy had been following Jackie since she was born almost a decade and a half ago. And here's what she told me last March about what it was like seeing Jackie and Shadow soar to worldwide fame.
What I'm most thrilled about is people connecting with nature.
Of course, Jenny says she keeps getting asked what Shadow is going to do. And as she told me, nesting season is not usually until late fall. So we won't really know if this 12-year-old is going to move on and where for quite a while. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
R.I.P.
You know what I'll say? I really enjoy looking on social media and seeing people's pictures from their phones or their cameras of sightings of bald eagles just in our area. And you see more and more of that.
Yeah.
Seeing their population restored a little bit from being endangered. So that is pretty neat.
Totally. They are very cool to see.
I used to associate them with, like the Rocky Mountains or whatever, habitats they chose, which are not anywhere near here. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, it may be quiet now, but the atmosphere is definitely loading up. The stronger storms expected later today.
Yeah, Tracy's on standby with an update.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
We're back at 7:50, taking a look at the morning's top stories. Cook County officials say it will take days until remains found in a southeast side funeral home are identified. At last check, 11 of 56 decomposing remains have been identified. Governor J.B. Pritzker says state agencies acted quickly and appropriately when they first learned of the conditions at the facility. The license for South Chicago Chapel has been suspended.
Right now, search and rescue efforts are underway in western Colombia after a powerful earthquake. The 7.4 magnitude earthquake has left more than 100 people dead and others trapped underneath debris. The U.S. State Department plans to provide $15.5 million for emergency shelter, food, and other aid.
Thieves used a Jeep to smash into a gas station and convenience store overnight. It happened at Armitage and Wood in Bucktown. Police say thieves tried to steal the ATM, but they took off empty-handed. There are no reports of anyone being hurt.
Severe thunderstorm watch. It's in effect until 2 o'clock, so we don't have anything in the area right now. But after 9, 10, 11 o'clock this morning, you will start to see thunderstorms overspreading the area. The main severe weather element is going to be the potential for some powerful wind gusts. I cannot stress that enough. Also, watch for torrential downpours with any of these storms as well.
Okay. And keep that forecast in your pocket. Track the latest storms and weather alerts anytime with the free ABC7 Chicago News app. Just scan the QR code on your screen to get it now. Now let's get you caught up on what's trending today.
The Jonas Brothers are about to be burning up your TV screens. On Friday, the trio's podcast, Hey Jonas, will begin streaming on Hulu and Disney+. The release coincides with the premiere of Camp Rock 3, which airs on Disney Channel this Thursday.
The last thing my mom said to me was just play drums.
A documentary about Travis Barker also hits Disney streamers this week. Travis Barker, Louder Than Fear, explores the life of the Blink-182 drummer, from the loss of his mother at a young age to a music icon and a life-altering plane crash. This summer, Barker reflected on his journey.
I've seen traumatic experiences either destroy someone or define them. And I think with every loss I had or everything I took to the chin, it made me stronger.
Travis Barker, Louder Than Fear premieres Thursday, August 13th on Hulu and Disney+. Disney is the parent company of Hulu and ABC News.
Hey, it's your brother. We had a problem and it's led to some things.
We have our first teaser trailer for Paper Tiger. The new thriller follows two brothers, played by Adam Driver and Miles Teller, who find themselves involved with the Russian mafia. Paper Tiger comes to select theaters on November 13th. And happy birthday to Chris Hemsworth, who is 43 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Happy birthday.
Yes. For our BF.
Listen, I can look at the menu, I just can't order.
Well, we have a theme here if you want to go from Hemsworth to
the Backstreet Boys? Yeah, because they're ringing in the new year in Vegas. They are taking the stage at the Sphere and extending their Into the Millennium residency. Want to join the party? Pre-sale starts on August 18th. Did they say 18th?
Yes.
Yeah, August 18th.
I suspect there will be some demand for that. Former White Sox star Tim Anderson is calling it a career.
Oh, he is.
Two-time All-Star, 2019 AL batting champ, retiring from baseball. Anderson spent most of his career, of course, on the South Side, becoming one of the faces of the White Sox. He was also known for his dramatic walk-off home run in the 2021 Field of Dreams game. Hey, remember, for the latest breaking news, weather, and traffic, ABC7 is now live on Disney+. Always on, always under the live tab on Disney+ and everywhere you stream.
All right, so before we end this hour, today is National Sons and Daughters Day. Perfect! A reminder to spend a little extra time with the kids in your life. You have a son and a daughter, too.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
7 and 5 years old.
7 and
off to
5.
school they go next week.
Yeah,
Well, you got
18
some
and
extra time
23.
today with them when you go home at afternoon.
I will.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll see how long Grandma hangs around this afternoon, knowing that I'm off work a little early today.
She's like, here you go.
Thank goodness for Grandma.
100%.
Yeah. All right, that wraps up this streaming hour. If you're just joining us, stay with us. We'll be back live at 8 a.m. with more headlines, weather, and traffic. Keep it right here on ABC7Chicago.com, Disney+, and wherever you stream ABC7.
This has been Eyewitness News, streaming at 7. Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It is 7:56. I'm Tanya Babich. Chicago police are investigating the deaths of two people found in an elementary school. There were no students present at the time at Mark Twain Elementary. Police say a man and woman, both school custodians, were found shot in the head. There's no threat to the public. We'll check on weather and traffic for you coming up next.
Good morning to you. We are officially under a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 2 o'clock this afternoon. But back in Iowa is what we are monitoring. These thunderstorms have produced and created some severe thunderstorm warnings with powerful wind gusts as well as some damaging hail. So this is something that we will continue to monitor. As I am expecting later this morning, these thunderstorms are just going to grow across the area and just blast through here, bringing the main severe weather element of severe wind gusts. We could be looking at some wind gusts 70 plus miles per hour. Currently, it's quiet, it's calm, it's just muggy and very warm. Stephanie.
Tracy, heads up to anyone who takes the UP North Line. We have trains number 303 and train 318 delayed because of a tree that has fallen onto the tracks near the Zion station. So Metra sharing a message saying expect extensive delays on the UP North Line. Over on our roads, we have some police activity happening off the expressway. This is Pulaski and 31st Street. CTA rerouting the number 53 number bus, Pulaski bus, around the area.